everyone. Hi, it is Manifest with Sherbear time. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about the ego because I want you guys to understand what actually happens in the 3D when you go through the process of reprogramming the subconscious and manifesting and actually manifesting exactly what you want, and why you have certain thoughts and how to deal with them. Hi, Karina. How are you? So we're going to talk about the ego and how it essentially will self-sabotage all of us and how to deal with that. Hi, Leanne. But before we get into that, my name is Sherry Elizabeth. I am a manifestation coach. I teach you how to manifest heaven on earth because it's my passion. We are all one consciousness. There is zero time, distance, or space separation between anyone or anything. You are me and I am you. Everything that you could have ever possibly desired is all within you. You are the universe. The universe is within you. Okay. And it is my life purpose to spread this knowledge, to spread this truth to you guys. And today we're going to talk about the ego, how to recognize when the ego is creeping up and trying to self-sabotage you and you getting what you want, getting in between you and what you want, why you do it. Because I think that when you remind yourself and have this understanding of how your brain works and why things happening, the thoughts that you're having, the intrusive thoughts, the anxiety, the fears, where they are all coming from. So, hi, billionaires. Stunning like always. Thanks, girl. You're so sweet. This speaks to you today. Aw, well, good. We're going to get into it now. Okay. Now, cheers. Get your chai tea. Let's sit back and talk about manifesting, talk about the ego, and how to shut it the F down. Now, here's the thing, right? We'll start off by getting into, you get excited when I go live. Yay! I get excited to go live with you guys too. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that it's November 1st in New York right now, and it was almost 70 degrees today. So I was really happy. Anyways, tomorrow's going to be warm again too. Anyways, what actually manifests in this third dimensional plane, this illusion, right? This reality that we formerly thought was and I may still call it the physical, right? But essentially, this is an energetic, everything is energy, okay? And what manifests in this human experience, or this illusion of this solid material world, is what our subconscious mind accepts as being true. What the subconscious says, oh, I have this already. I have this money. I have this relationship. I'm living my dream job every day, or whatever it is that you desire, that you're manifesting. Once the subconscious has accepted something as true, that is when it will get expressed and manifested, become a tangible experience to you in this third dimensional plane. Now, what happens, right, to people is they discover the law, and we're going to use manifesting a person as an example, right? You discover the law and you say, you know what? I really like this person. I'm not going to give up on them. I'm going to manifest. We're going to use the Kevin. We're going to manifest Kevin back into our life, okay? Now, you then know, if you're following me, you know that we then move into, well, I'm in a relationship with Kevin already. And, what I always say is, your self-concept also will change to being the person that, for example, does feel worthy of the relationship, does feel deserving, has the love. Love is easy. Relationships are easy. Life is easy. We're essentially thinking these new thoughts that are going to be similar to the person, or not similar. I always read the comments and get distracted. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Jason. Love you guys. Anyways, I got time today, so I'm going to take my time. Okay. So get some coffee, get some tea, get a glass of wine if you want, if you're over 21. Okay. Get some sparkling water because I'm alternating between the two. We're going to talk about the ego. We're going to talk about the subconscious and how to manifest. So the subconscious, right? So essentially, before we discovered or before we started manifesting what we wanted, we were thinking similar thoughts day after day after day because that's we're operating in a program. And I talk a lot about the programs that we have. The thoughts that we have are from programs, right? That we inherited through primarily between the ages of 0 to 7. And then after that, through life experiences and repetition, essentially repetition of emotion, behaviors, habits, thoughts, right? Through repetition, we download these programs. So you decide that you want someone, right? And you start thinking all these new thoughts. I'm loved by this person. I'm amazing. And you feel on top of the world because all of us feel good when we are thinking those thoughts, right? We're not going to feel bad when we're thinking I'm amazing. This person loves me. We're in a relationship. But then what happens is the ego, okay? The way that you guys have to understand that as human beings, we come from cavemen, okay? Way back when our species first came about on this planet Earth, we were cavemen trying to survive like animals in the wild. And our brain is wired to protect us and keep us safe. So why most people, I have two theories why most people struggle with love. Okay. We're gonna focus on love today, but this pertains to anything that you're manifesting, as all manifestations are done the same. Now, as humans, we coordinate the people that we love, right? So our specific person, our partners, our exes, our people we want to manifest to be married to, in a relationship with, we coordinate them to our major caretakers. And because as humans, right, we rely on our caretakers for survival. So when and here's the thing, we rely on our caretakers for survival. A baby cannot survive without a parent. We just can't, right? We can all agree on that. Now, there are some species of the animal kingdom and things of that nature where they don't need their parents. They'll survive, right? But us humans, we rely on our parents for survival. Now, when we grow up, we get older and we get into a relationship, we subconsciously coordinate our parents and major caretakers growing up to the people that we fall in love with. That is why many people will end up dating someone that's exactly like their mother or their father, whether it's good or bad, right? Now, what happens, for example, when you're in love with someone, right? You meet someone and you're in love with them, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you start to notice that they're not texting back as fast. Friday night comes around, and normally you guys hang out on Fridays, but this Friday, they don't even ask you what they're doing, right? Maybe 6 hours go by and you don't hear from them when typically they're texting you all day, right? These things start happening. What's happening to you on a subconscious level is and this is most noticeable when you have an anxious attachment style, okay, is you're thinking to yourself, I need this person to show up because I need to survive. Because if they show up, I'm safe. Okay. So what happens with people, and this is primarily, like I said, most noticeable with anxious attachment style, is people will say, oh my God, they're not texting, and they will have like panic attacks. And I see it all the time with my clients. I will have people book sessions with me because their person hasn't responded in a day or 6 hours or whatever the case may be. And they kind of have this spiral moment, and I can completely empathize with them because what they're literally feeling like, oh my God, I can't survive, right? Because this person needs to show up in my life and show me that I'm safe. Now, when we discover manifesting, we then learn to, through repetition, change the subconscious program to say, I am safe, I am loved, I am worthy, I am good enough. I don't need this person to show up in my life to make me feel everything that I just said. I give that to myself. And then, of course, because I'm creating my reality, I'm creating this illusion. It's reflected back to me in this illusion. Okay. So we're going to talk about the ego in a second. Now, when you start thinking these new thoughts, you're now thinking with an entirely new program. So most of us have a program that says, I'm not good enough. That's everyone. I can't think of one person and that I haven't coached that hasn't had that I'm not good enough. I had it right when I first started this journey. Most of us have this I'm not good enough, I'm not chosen. What I can't truly get what I want, what I love I lose, right? So when we start thinking these new thoughts, we're thinking in an entirely new program that is not the same person that does when you're starting to think I am good enough, what I love I keep, I can manifest anything that I want, etc., etc., etc. It's exact opposite of a lot of the old self-sabotaging programs, thoughts that come out of that program, right? So what's going to happen is, and this is what typically will happen, right? We meet Kevin, right? We're going to go back to Kevin. We're manifesting Kevin. I have a good friend named Kevin, so I'm going to make sure he watches this YouTube video and he will be very flattered. Anyways, so we meet Kevin and we say, wow, I really like Kevin. He's amazing. He's calling me all the time. He's texting me. He's putting me up on that throne every day. I really like Kevin. And, this is really going to last. And he's someone that I want to be with and commit to. Then the ego, and this is why I always say that awareness is everything. And Neville Goddard's Power of Awareness is one of my all-time favorite, if not my favorite manifestation book that I've ever read to this date. And I've read it countless amount of times. Okay. This is why awareness is everything, because the ego, its job is to protect you and keep you safe. Why? Going back to what I said at the beginning of this live, because when we were taking in all these programs as a child, the ego again is relying on our caretakers for survival. And the mind is wired to protect us. We come from cavemen, right? We come from a space of not having running water in houses that we live in now, right? Essentially, we're like animals in the wild trying to survive. So because that's the way that our bodies are made up, the job is, the mind's job is to protect us. So it's going to start introducing thoughts and fears and manifesting circumstances that are going to pull you back into the not worthy, not good enough program. And you're going to start thinking thoughts like, oh my God, like he must be with someone else. He must be losing interest. He's never going to come back. My relationships don't last. I never get what I want. I'm just not good enough. I'm never chosen. Right? All of these thoughts are fear-based thoughts that come from the ego. And it will also manifest circumstances to prove you right, to prove to you that you shouldn't get what you want, to prove to you that you should stay in a space of over here, lonely, depressed, not in love, and not truly getting what you want. Why? Because at least if I am over here in the known and what I know to be true, I'm safe. I can survive. I can live. I'll be okay if I'm over here. But if I start thinking these new thoughts with a new program, I don't know what to expect if I actually get what I want in this program. I don't know what to expect if I actually feel beautiful. Therefore, I'm not safe. I can't have that. I have to go back over here. And this is why there's people with avoidant attachment styles will often completely put up a wall and ghost the person. And I see this in sessions too, where the person will book a session with me and say, I really like this person, but I ignored them. I didn't call them back. I ghosted them for 2 months. And I'm like, why would you do that? Right? But I know why they're doing it, to protect themselves, right? That's someone with an avoidant attachment style. They put up that wall, even though they like the person, even though they want to be with them, they want to experience those things. The ego, the subconscious program says, if you explore things with this person and you fall in love, you're not safe. Okay, so come over here and protect yourself. The anxious attachment style person, and most people that follow me have an anxious attachment style. I see it in my comments. I see it in coaching sessions. A telltale sign that you have an anxious attachment style is if you're constantly checking your phone for text messages to see if someone text messaged you, to see, counting down the hours since they texted you, stalking them on social media, whatever the case may be. These are telltale signs that you have an anxious attachment style. Okay. The anxious attachment style person will say, oh my God, this person's leaving me. I'm going to die. I can never keep the people that these are just examples, right? I can never have relationships. I'm never chosen. What I love, relationships don't last. Men aren't trustworthy. I'm just, not good enough, this, that, and the third. And just a side little note, I love watching dating reality shows, because like you can just see different, it's like, for me, it's just like this, it illustrates how manifestation works. Like I'm a big fan of Bachelor, and right now I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise, and you see individuals come in with this self-concept, and you see the things that they say and how they carry themselves and how they react to circumstances. And those that are really secure and confident and know their worth and know they're going to get the relationship, you see them get the relationships. And those that are really insecure, questioning everything, thinking the worst, being afraid, leading with fear, you see their relationships demise, right? Now, I know it's just reality TV and it's an example, but you guys can also notice that in your personal lives. Look at the people in your personal life, the things that they say to you, and then see what manifests in their reality for them. And you can see very clearly that the only person that's manifesting our reality is us. Okay? So awareness, getting back to the ego and how to change it, awareness is everything. When you can say, right, oh my God, why am I sitting here doing this to myself? Okay? And this is where we become an observer of our reality. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Taking a little sip. Anyways, this is why I always say that awareness is everything. I never want you to not feel your emotions. Right now, you have a human body and everything is energy. Your emotions are energy as well. Let yourself feel it. And just like the clouds pass in the sky, let them pass. Observe the thoughts that you were having, release them, and then I don't want to say replace them, because we're not flipping anything. We're moving into an entirely different parallel reality. Okay. Which now says, for example, right? You're manifesting Kevin, and you start having thoughts like, oh my God, he hasn't answered in 2 days. He must be losing interest. He must be with someone else. I'm just not important. I'm never good enough. I never meet the right guys. I can't trust men. This is why I don't ever I don't ever give my heart to someone. All of these self-sabotaging thoughts when Kevin is still probably super into you at this point. Maybe he lost his phone. Okay, maybe he's having family issues. Maybe he, is taking a break from his phone. Who the F knows? It doesn't effing matter, okay? You don't need that person showing up for you a certain way in the 3D to show you that you can get what you want. You only have to convince your subconscious mind that you already have it. So how do we do that? Okay, the ego is going to say, wait a minute. Fuck Kevin, get your ass back over here. Sit the fuck down. Sorry for swearing. I try never to swear on this platform. I don't know if YouTube allows it or not, but ego's going to say, sit over here, let him leave. Because over here, you're safe. You're going to survive. And that's when you really have to say, oh my God, I'm having fear-based. If you're having thoughts that are fear-based and you're leading in fear, you're never going to get what you want. You are a limitless being that came to this planet with the ability to manifest everything and anything that you've ever wanted. Okay? So if you're leading with fear, you're never going to get what you want. You're always going to be in manifesting circumstances to give you fear and prove you right that you're not safe and you can't get what you want. So you have to observe the fear-based thoughts and say, oh my God, I'm actually, take him out of it for a second. I'm actually the man or woman that billionaire, I'll answer your question in a second, that can get this relationship that I want. And the same thing is true for money, job, vacation. I don't care, whatever it is that you're manifesting. And if you're manifesting a person, I highly suggest you manifest other things at the same time. You do not make your entire life about a single person. Okay. Your life is about you, not them. And that's not narcissistic. That's not us, thinking we're better than anyone, but you're the star of your own show. Okay. We're top tier in our reality, like I always say, and we stay there. Anyways, so, you have to say, I am the person that is worthy. I am good enough. I am chosen. And you know what? Kevin's been pretty great thus far. He has gone out of his way a lot to show me how much he cares about me. It's, I'm recognizing in this moment, and I will walk, and you will be able to do this. If you're not already able to do this, when you practice awareness, right, you will get to a space where you will be able to recognize it and say, hi, German chocolate. Hi, my lovies. But you will be able to get to a space where you'll say, oh my God, like why am I doing this to myself? I know who I truly am. And you're going to immediately feel better. Now, that brings me into how do we shut down the ego for good? Once the subconscious accepts something as true, why? Because now that's part of the new program. And now the new programs, once the subconscious accepts something as true, it becomes part of who you are, your entirely new identity. So the subconscious, now how do we impress the subconscious? Repetition is always the answer. Repetition of 1 thought and 2 emotion. Now, do you have to feel an emotion to impress the subconscious? The answer is no, you do not. Okay. You can impress the subconscious through repetition of thought. Now, thoughts create emotions. So majority of the time that you're thinking thoughts with the new programming that you want to have, a side effect of that is you feeling the emotion. It will just come hand in hand. However, for those of you who are visualizers and you like to visualize and you like to immerse yourself in the wish fulfilled and you get really into it and you feel happiness, you feel love, you feel gratitude, you will impress your subconscious through repetition of feeling these elevated emotions. Okay? So getting back into Neville, because I like to highlight areas where Neville Goddard was way ahead of his time. And he said a lot of things that now is being proven with quantum physics, neuroscience, epigenetics. And one of the things that Neville would talk about with how to impress the subconscious was revisiting the state over and over again, which is essentially repetition. Okay. Revisiting a state. We're going to use Kevin. We're going to keep going with the Kevin example. If we're manifesting a relationship with Kevin and the ego starts saying, you know what? He's probably a cheater. He's with someone else. Did you see the girl's photo that he liked on Instagram? I knew he wasn't. He was just like the rest of them, or whatever these self-sabotaging thoughts are, right? Well, we become aware why these are fear-based thoughts and they're not true. These are essentially lies that I'm telling myself. And I no longer want to think these shitty lies thoughts that make me feel awful, that make me feel not good enough, not chosen, not worthy, lonely. I want to feel love. I want to feel companionship, happiness. So I'm now going to choose, and you can visualize, you can affirm, you can script, you can listen to a meditation. I got a ton of meditations out now. Okay. Just look at my Manifest Love 8-hour overnight sleep affirmation that I'm going to link here in my playlist. I have anxiety affirmations in my anxiety playlist, meditations for you guys. You guys don't even know how happy I am to finally have these out. Okay, because for a long time, if you were a client of mine, I would do meditations with people during my sessions and it would like shift them with the snap of a finger and they would remain in that state. And I was like forever wanting to get these out for you guys. So I'm just so happy that they're out now. So yeah. And I'm getting a lot of good feedback. So posting the feedback on TikTok and Instagram. And here sometimes on YouTube. They're amazing. Thank you, girl. Thank you for watching, everyone. I watch them too. Anyways, I also put out a body mirror rant one for the ladies who are manifesting hourglass bodies. So I really like that one too. That actually came requested by my group coaching girls. They inspired me. They were all saying they wanted to manifest an hourglass body. And then when I was recording my meditations one day, by the way, you guys, that hourglass mirror rant video that I posted, I did not write anything down. I literally had my microphone out and I was like in divine flow because I was like recording all the meditations. And I just went on a rant because the girls were talking about it the day before. And I was just like, boom. And then I was like, wow. And I had like sent it to a couple of them. And I was like, what do you guys think of this? I was like, this is for you. You guys were asking me for this. And they loved it. So I turned it into a loop. So I hope you guys really do enjoy it. It was completely impromptu. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys so much. Yay. Oh, my Gab said that she listened to the communication one twice, been texted with SP since Sunday, and he's in Mexico. Yes, girl, that makes me so happy. So yeah, I did put out a 1 hour manifest communication loop too. So I have 3 playlists, okay? Because if anyone's rewatching this, I have an 8-hour sleep tape playlist. I have a 1 hour self-concept loop playlist, and I have a anxiety playlist. So the anxiety playlist is when you're like in spiraling or you want to shift your state instantaneously. I have the sleep ones, and then I have the 1 hour loops. So the manifest communication 1 hour loop is in the 1 hour playlist, and I actually have an 8-hour version of that. All of my self-concept loops or all of my affirmation loops include self-concept. I never make anything all about a person, okay? It's about you. Anyways, let's get back into manifesting Kevin. We are manifesting Kevin. And if you're watching this at any point in time, space, and you actually manifest someone named Kevin, I want you to come back and tell me, okay? Karina, my SP has been emailing me all day today. He totally misses me. You guys are just dropping the bombs on me tonight. Yes, girl. I love this. And you know what? And you ladies are inspiring so many other people that are watching this now and in days to come. So thank you. I want to hear all about it, Karina. And we did our coaching session. I feel like since we did the coaching session, because Karina was the winner of my first giveaway coaching session. And you've had a lot of movement since, I must say. So I'm so effing happy. Jillian said, Sherry, I assumed SP would be back by yesterday, and he's back and came to see me today. You manifested on a fucking time crunch. See, you guys, it is possible. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. So Jillian, tell everyone how you did it. That's amazing. Now here's the thing, guys. Don't get involved in this limiting belief program that you can't manifest things by a certain time. Yes, all manifestations are instant, but the more you consciously practice manifesting, the faster things are going to show up in the 3D, and you are going to get exactly what you want during the time in the 3D that you want it. Okay? Now, yes, time doesn't exist. It's a limiting belief to believe that time is even a factor, right? But we are living in the 3D right now, and time is linear on this planet and keeps us structured and organized. So use that to manifest in this third dimensional plane super fast when you want something by a certain time. Okay? Side note. Anyways, so you got to learn to shut down the ego. Okay? Fear-based thoughts are never going to get you anywhere. If you want to manifest Kevin, you revisit the state of, okay, because getting back into what Neville said, how does the subconscious accept something as true? Well, we revisit the state. And how you revisit the state, there's many different ways that you can do that. You can do inner conversations, you can do scripting, You can do just affirmations in your mind. You can do visualizations, guided meditations. It doesn't matter. You just want to revisit the state through repetition. Now, I have literally visualized something one time before and it's manifested. So I want you guys to move into this reality where your beliefs are, I impress my subconscious with new programs faster than ever. Billionaire said he just changed his name to Kevin. Anyways, I manifest faster than ever, right? I accept these new subconscious program that I want to experience instantaneously. My life is so easy. I'm so lucky. I'm a master manifestor, right? And you're going to see that you're going to accept this new program sooner than later, right? And a side effect of having this new program, also known as visiting the state through repetition, it's the same damn thing. The ego is going to say, wow, you are safe actually when you're in love. You survived. You can be with Kevin and be happy. You can be in a relationship and feel chosen. Okay. Well, now that I see that you're safe, then I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to give you thoughts now that are going to be in alignment and consistent with the version of you that has the relationship that you want, or the money, or whatever it is that you're manifesting, knows he or she deserves it, feels safe, feels chosen, feels good enough, right? That's how this works. It's that easy. So we make this so much more complicated than it has to be. It's just repetition, 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 and you will get it. I promise you. Okay, Jillian says, I just created a new story. I tell myself like SP is going to reach out to me on Halloween and we will be back in a relationship next month. You go, girl. That's amazing. And here's the thing, you guys. If she would have said we're going to be back by Christmas, who knows if he would have showed up on exactly yesterday or today. He probably would have showed up closer to Christmas. So that's why I really don't want you guys to limit yourself. Now, you manifested him back super fast from what it sounds like, and that's amazing. And thank you for inspiring us, girl. All right. I am going to go, you guys. I have a session shortly. I may go live on TikTok in a little bit before my session just to check in. So if you guys don't follow my TikTok, I may be live on there shortly if I have time. But I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the subscribers. We are growing rapidly on this channel. I am so blessed. I am so super grateful. If you guys want coaching with me, quantumleapdream.com, and all the services that I offer are in the link below. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful night.